This is the Cadillac CT5 Blackwing. Basically, it's the evolution of the CTSV, and it is absolutely bananas. Seriously, this is one of the craziest brand new manual cars you can buy today right here in the US of A. It has everything learned from over the years of things like Pontiac G8, Chevy SS, CTSV, and here we are today with the Blackwing, 668 horsepower in a beautiful, comfortable sedan. So what's it like driving an absolute American monster like this one? Let's hop in and find out. So one of my favorite features about the Blackwing, whether it's the CT4 or 5, is that it has something like Forza, because you can actually adjust your tuning of your steering input, your suspension, everything you want with something called My Mode, and it uses sliders that you can adjust just like Forza Motorsport. I can literally slide back and forth how much I want. You can actually physically hear the rumble of the engine getting louder and quieter as I'm hitting this. See, these are some of the benefits of something like Magnetic Ride, where things are electronically controlled at your preference. So you're literally making your car as great as you want it to be at the push of a button with electronics, which is something super futuristic. It's not like you're pulling over and pulling out a coilover or pulling out a shock or pulling out suspension parts and also changing the exhaust and changing all these things physically. You can have the best of both worlds with a slider. Do you know how nice it is to get in a modern car with modern materials with a giant V8 up front, and you can do the neutral wiggle to know you're about to drive a manual car with 3 pedals. And also, this car comes with flat foot shifting stock. Still sounds pretty good, right? Let's do track mode. More pops, more burbles. All right, here we are. Forgive my horrible helmet hair, because I was on track all morning in this beast of a car. The CT5-V Blackwing. What's it like on the street? It's a looker, it looks menacing going down the road. Now, something I mentioned when it comes to the livability of these cars is the infotainment screen is tilted. Basically, the screen being a little tilted actually feels a little bit more natural with your hand. So when you reach up, it feels like you're looking at your phone or on an iPad. You just have that downward motion. Rather than a lot of modern infotainment systems nowadays, where it's like completely flat on top of the dashboard. 1, sun glare is horrific with it, and 2, it's just awkward going like this. I just don't like it. Also, there's automatic rev matching, which I can turn on and off at the push of a button. Now it's off, and now it's on. And it gives you this amber color whenever you turn it on to let you know that it's on. So the good thing is you won't be like accidentally going down a gear without automatic rev matching if you're not heel towing or something like that. Now the clutch, it's a beefy clutch they put in this thing. And we also have a Tremec TR6060 manual transmission. It also has a 10-speed automatic transmission, which is kind of the unsung hero of this car because the manual should, and it is, getting all the attention. You have paddle shifters in the 10-speed car, but you never feel the need to use them that often unless you're really trying to be as precise as possible. Overall though, the 10-speed transmission, it's a home run. And 0 to 60 with the 10-speed is 3.4 seconds in a car that weighs around 4,000 pounds. 3.4 seconds. With the manual, you're looking at like 3.6 seconds, something like that, which I know, cry me a river. The R35, when it came out, was doing a 3-second 0 to 60 time. This is 4th gear. That was 4th gear at the wrong speed, like for prime acceleration, just ah! Having this Tremec gearbox is also an absolute knockout. It feels great, the suede on the shift knob is incredible, and also this little medallion on top of the shift knob, believe it or not, it is 3D printed. Also, when it comes to 3D printing, one of the main ways they made the manual transmission happen, or just this car in general happen, was they used 3D printing for harness brackets. So electrical harnesses, stuff like that, in these tight spaces, they could go in and 3D print these little tiny brackets. I know why you guys are here. How fast is it? It's dumb. It is so dumb fast. in that track footage I showed you earlier, that was a 4th to 5th flat foot shift gear, and it was going 140 something miles an hour. I only looked at the heads up display, which is also handy dandy, up on the windshield for just a second, so I, you know, didn't make a mistake. God dang! This is a car that normal people can buy and drive every day with 4 doors and a back seat and a trunk. I could do this all day, Captain America. And the thing is, with this transmission, you know that the auto is faster, and there's no doubt about it. When I went around track in the auto, I was a much faster driver. But with the manual, you're just so into it. And knowing you can just aggressively throw gears with this TR6060, knowing you don't have a fragile manual transmission, that is so satisfying, just to know you can just beat the crap out of it and it's gonna take it. This makes 668 horsepower with 659 foot-pounds of torque with a 1.7 liter supercharger on top of a 6.2 liter V8, and it's the LT4. LT4 is a fantastic engine, and not only that, it is hand-built by people in Bowling Green, Kentucky. According to them, as of right now, this is Cadillac's last internal combustion engine car. Last one, or at least sports sedan. That's so sad. I think really Cadillac the past 10 years has really stepped up their game. They learned so many things from all these years of internal combustion and supercharging and handling and 4 doors. And this is it. So they said to themselves, it had to be perfect. It had to be as good as it gets. Oh, that's the noise this car makes to me, is, oh my gosh. This thing makes you evil laugh like nobody's business. Woo! I thought that was someone else. As for a modern, high horsepower performance vehicle with 4 doors and livable, there's nothing else on the market like it. You could argue there's the other guys over in Germany, the BMW M3, the RS7, stuff like that. They don't have manual transmissions for the most part. And at the same time, they don't give you the same giddy feeling, in my opinion. The RS7 is a ferocious vehicle. I'm actually a big fan. Going on my daily commute, it's all stuff that is a lost art that you will not find anywhere else in the world. Like, the Americans are still doing it. We have this big, stupid, crazy high horsepower V8, and we're like, you know what? People can handle it. It'll be okay. This one is a sledgehammer of a car, but not in a sledgehammer way of like a Hellcat. A Hellcat is borderline unrefined. They put all season tires on there on purpose, guys. It's a burnout machine. The chassis rigidity's been improved. This is more horsepower than anybody would ever need. And that's what's great about it. Do I need to be obnoxious? No. Do I need to go very fast with a Tremec TR6060 and a 668 horsepower V8? No, but I sure do want it. This is an emotional car. It's a big turning point in the car world. There's not gonna be a lot of cars like this anymore with manuals, 4 doors, and a big V8 that's completely unnecessary, right? Those days are numbered for this world, and it's terrifying. Our electric car is gonna perform absolutely nuts once the technology catches up. Yeah, I think so. But when it comes to pure internal combustion engine enjoyment with a manual transmission, Cadillac did the right thing. The CT5 Blackwing is a marvel of American engineering. It's a marvel of talent and a swan song to say goodbye to a different time. What do you think about the CT5-V Blackwing? Because when you have a Camaro ZL1 or you have a GT500 or anything along those lines, you expect those to be fast. They're muscle cars. They're sports cars nowadays. Not much of muscle cars anymore. Most of those muscle cars now handle. So when you see this big body car perform similar to them, it's absolutely absurd. Let me know what you guys have to say in the comment section below, and I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. This video is brought to you by Patterson Car Care. Get double of premium original detail product for half the price. Head over to PattersonCarCare.com or go to the link in the description below.